Alright, what's up guys? I'm going to do a little bit of a different video here. I am going through my GR86 and trying to get rid of the rattles. So a lot of the noise, vibration, and harshness is going to be up to us to fix. That being said, the interior is pretty easy to take apart. Probably going to add some sound deadening foam and just kind of identify where all the noise and rattles are coming from, fix it up a little bit, make it sound a little more premium, kind of going with the GT touring build. So one rattle I found, this foam chunk is only held in on these two sides, and it's just kind of free to move around. So it tapping right here, I think is giving one of those rattles, because when you tap it, you can kind of hear that hitting. And so yeah, I think that's probably, oh, excuse me, Macia. Yeah, I'm gonna probably put a little piece of foam underneath to kind of just pat it and keep it from hitting the side of the door panel. Yeah, so just stuck a strip of VHB tape up behind that foam, and now it's securely attached, and even if it comes unattached, that foam tape will keep it from like making as hard of a sound, so it should help quite a bit. Okay, so I think I found another one. Listening to music, I heard a buzz. Let's see here. And it was this harness right here. It was buzzing whenever a certain bass note played. Oh, great. There we go. So, yeah, that harness was buzzing whenever a bass note was played. So I am going to fix that up, and that's another one of the rattles that I've been hearing. So yeah, check on that one on your car and make sure it's not making noise. So one thing I'm doing on the inside of the door is I'm cutting little squares of this foam strip. It's 1/8 inch thick, and underneath, inside of these capture clip things that hold these doodads, these things, I'm putting a square of foam on that little support thing in there so it doesn't rattle up and down. It doesn't provide a lot of force, but I'm hoping that it provides more than what was there, because some of them are a little, well, I guess I already foamed them up, but some of them are a little rattly. So I'm hoping that remedies some rattles. I'm also planning on putting the foam, this one I'm not sure about, but I'm putting some foam probably on either side of these holes. And I'm gonna test to see if those clips go in far enough to actually lock in. If they don't, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the foam. So I'm gonna test that. But yeah, so far that's what I'm doing to the door panel. I pointed out this thing. It seems like it might be a rattle. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna see how that's locked in there. It looks like it's a little clip. I might be able to slide that out, put some foam in there, and keep that from rattling. This clip isn't tight in here, but I don't think that's what's rattling. I might shove just like a little piece of paper in there or something, or cardboard, just to make sure it's snug. But that's another possible source of rattles. Just tried the foams on either side of the clips. It doesn't look good, but it doesn't matter. And it is very stiff and secure in there, so that's what she said. I have a record. What are you doing? No. All right, guys, moving on to the driver's side door. Got the GoPro set up, doing a time lapse. Hopefully, if you have any questions about the process, if nothing else, that should have at least some clue of how I did it. Seems like the dogs are still a bit more active than they were last time, but I'm trying to get a slightly earlier start, and we'll see how far we get. I've got a Minecraft date with my brother around 8:30, so yeah, see how far we can get. Hopefully I can get most of it done, but for that to happen, I gotta stop recording, so let's get to it. Okay, so this is what it looks with the interior panel off. Make sure all these little white pop clips, doodads come out. They look like this. I'm going to put foam under here where this surface mates with that little plastic bit in there. I'm gonna put VHB tape under this. Probably just on one side. I think that will be fine. Anything else? Obviously the sound deadening material. I'm gonna go ahead and take the plastic off. And this is without the plastic. I just realized my window is down. God dang it, okay. Okay, I need to roll it up, plug the battery back in, roll it up. Crap, I just realized I have to, god dang it, I have to plug the door back in because the buttons are attached. Okay, hopefully that doesn't gas up the garage too bad. That'll be plenty of room if I shut the door. And now I can unplug this, 1 second. Yeah, I don't smell too much exhaust, so I think we'll be okay. But let me plug in this fan over here. Now I can unplug the battery. Okay, so it looks like they've already got a sound deadening panel. That's the one panel that I know of, yeah, at least in the door, that they put in here. A for effort, I guess. But anyway, all right, let's get back to work. One thing I almost forgot, the wiring harness, what I did on the passenger side, and you don't have to do this, you could probably figure it out pretty easy, but I mark the doodad with a number next to the door, so that way I know for sure which one goes where. Now, these are kind of spread out, so you could probably just stick it back on. I probably wouldn't have an issue, but I have had issues before when I thought I wouldn't have an issue, so I'm just going ahead and marking these. All right, well, I'm done for tonight. Gotta go play Minecraft. This is something I did different on this door. On the passenger side, I just left this material here and it was just kind of flapping loosely. I debated on whether or not I should do that. After doing the driver's side, I decided I was gonna go ahead and just cut that out. I might put another smaller square right here to kind of help. You can see I already put another mat that's like, I don't know, 8 inches by 6 inches ish on that side. Over here, yeah, so I put the one back here on, I put this one on. I'm gonna leave this harness undone because I'm gonna come out tomorrow and work on it, finish it up tomorrow morning. Whenever you cut around this, make sure you leave enough room for the lip of the clip and the lip of the harness clip, and maybe a little extra to allow the foam strips to kind of come up without warping the edge of the clip too much. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. It's just tedious and it wears your arm out because you gotta press up against this thing until you get all the pattern out. There's a rattle coming from this area when my windows are down and I'm driving. Trying to feel out what that is. It sounds like it's coming from like right here or the mirror. Like actually the mirror it sounds like it's coming from there, but I can't tell. It's somewhere over here, but I only hear it when the window is down. I hope this is helpful. I hope anyone that rattles drive them nuts as much as it does me, they're finding this helpful, like a treasure trove. Because rattles drive me nuts. They drive me nuts. After the driver's side, I'm gonna move to the back seats and the trunk. Stay tuned. I guess we're gonna jump to tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day. Going to keep putting the sand deadening material on here, but yeah. Guess with no further ado, let's get started. Here we go. Ready to get started? What are you looking at? Okay. Here's the driver's side. Done. I don't know if doing this up here is worth it or not. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I didn't do it in the passenger side, but I'm gonna just put a strip across there. Here's the foam bits for the pop clips. The foam next to the harness clips. Keep anything from rattling there. Oh, that's that. Some foam under that. Just a little square. Goes right there. And that's what getting rid of rattles is all about. Put a little piece of paper wedged in there just to keep this clip from rattling. Anyway, let me put the sound deadening up there real quick. One thing, you can use this screw hole in there to make sure you're lined up. Door panel back on. Card, whatever you call it. I'm gonna do a little detailing, but I'll wait until I'm done with the rest of the car. On an unrelated note, one thing I do want to do is try to find a BRZ, either entire door card, but preferably, or door panel, preferably just this arm piece. I really like the red stitching that's on the BRZ, and I think it would go really well with the gray and red color theme that I've kind of got going on already. So that's something I'm gonna look for. Oh, I figured out the rattle on this side that I was talking about earlier in the video. On the driver's side near the mirror is coming from the mirror. And I was banging on it with the door card off. So noisy. When I was banging on it with the door card off on the inside, you could hear a rattle from in there. So that's one I'm gonna have to track down. I don't notice it on the passenger side, so I don't know what's going on in there. Got this shining right into the window back there to give some light. But so main thing right now. Hey, what are you doing? Hey. What do you need? You don't need in there. Okay, so the main thing is this bottom bit, probably up here. Oh, need to tighten that down. That might be rattling. So this bottom bit, same over here. One thing I'm looking at is the wheel well right here. And then the outside panel right here. That's a lot of rattle. Or not rattle, but noise. Wow, that is crazy. Anyway, the wheel well, probably on both sides. I'm not gonna bother taking out the harnesses right here. Looks like you gotta get under from somewhere. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I'm gonna focus on this first. That is definitely the loudest. Then the wheel wells on this side, and then the floor right here. And I might even stuff some insulation back here. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I might not. We'll see. But yeah, doing the same thing on that side. And then moving back to the trunk. I might not even do the trunk, but definitely will do the back seats and sides over here. So we'll try to get at least one full panel there and maybe a corner up here. Gonna put at least a panel length strip on the wheel well. Gonna try to get a full, maybe not a full panel, but like 2/3 width. And then probably a panel coming down right here. But I'm feeling a lot of dust, so I'm going to have to get a cloth and probably some isopropyl alcohol and wipe all that down. So let's get to that. Okay, just as a little update, I got one sheet right here, one across here. Can already tell a pretty big difference. Sounds much more solid. Probably have one more coming at least right here. Probably won't put anything right here, but yeah, maybe one more strip right here. Inside sounds a bit better. I don't think I was able to. There's way back here, there's quite a bit more undone, but I won't be able to put enough pressure on the roller to apply it properly. So I'm gonna just do this section right here. I am 75% sure I'm gonna put insulation right here. And I'll just have to hope that's enough. But yeah, I got a strip up here going all the way down, strip right here. Then I cut one in diagonal, put right there. Got some on the wheel well. I think, oh, let's see how that would fit. Oh. Okay, cut that other corner up, and it'll fit fairly well right here, just with the it looks ugly, but it's going to be covered up, so I don't think it matters too much. Maybe I'll cut a slice right there, then use that corner right here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay. All right, that's that corner cut up, the top piece. The bottom corner with a bit cut off the top, put right there. Do I have any scrap that'll fit right there? Probably, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm gonna move on to the other side. Yeah. And I have a roll of insulation that I'm gonna cut a corner out and stuff in there. I think that'll work. Let me cut my other pieces. I need a full one right there, 2 diagonals, so that's 2, 3 and a half. Okay, got my 1 full, 2 diagonals, and 3 halves. Oh, okay. Now we're on to this side. While I was putting in one of the panels, look what I found. That could cause a rattle. So what I'm gonna do is put some foam right behind this lip on this side and the driver's side. Okay, excuse the noise, but I found a few more places where it rattles. It kind of hits the window on this edge. So I put a strip of foam under there. You won't really be able to see it once it's screwed back down. And then a piece of foam right there. And now, no taps. Or the tap you heard is this plastic piece where it's gonna get bolted down. But yeah, so I'm gonna screw this back together. Make sure if you mess with this, your battery ground terminal is unplugged because there's an airbag in here. But yeah, so I'm gonna screw that back down and do the same thing to the driver's side. Put the insulation in there. That's why I've had a respirator on and a fan going, and it just started raining, so that's what all the noise is. But I'm just trying to air out the car. It's probably aired out fine by now, but just being safe. So anyways, there you go. No rattles. So putting the passenger side rear panel back on, there's more of these white pop clips like were on the inside of the front door. So I am going to go back around, find the holes for these, and put foam on them like I did on the front doors. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, got all the pop clip areas foamed. There's a couple other mating surfaces. This circular thing right here and this flat clip slide into this and this. So I just put some foam around the edges and on this mating surface right here to make sure it's snug. Yeah, I don't think I need foam right there, but we'll see. That might be where one of the black pop clips go in. But so I'm going to go ahead and try to put this back together and see if I need to foam up any more areas. Basically, just foam up anywhere where those white or these black pop clips go into, just on the sides, so it makes it nice and snug. I haven't tried it with those black pop clips yet, so we'll see if it can stand the extra material between it and the metal. But if it works, then I'll put them in. If not, then I'll leave them off. I'll let you know after this if it worked. Yeah, so I can't really see. There we go. This top one, this bottom one down here. Gonna put foam underneath and see if the black pop clips work. And this whole strip right here, I'm gonna put a foam strip down here. What is it, baby? Huh? What is it, baby? Is that seat wobbly when it's not in the car? It's okay, I'll be done soon. Uh-oh, what's that? All right, gotta figure out what that is. I bet it's that foam block hitting the metal. Nope, it was the bottom corner. It was the bottom corner down here. Just need to put some foam behind that plastic lip right under there. Super easy. I don't think that'll hit much, but just this corner right here, putting a little foam under it. Side panels back on in the back. No rattles. Every once in a while I might hear one, but definitely less than what there was before when I tapped on it. I put the seats, the bottoms back in, and I'm probably going to come up with just some foam thing to lay across here. But I went ahead and put the seats back on because it has a lot of foam, and which helps with sound dampening, and the bottoms are really light. So I'm still at a net weight loss, especially with the muffler. I think all the sound deadening panels, the whole box of them was like 25 pounds, and I've only used half of it so far. So I haven't even gotten close to the weight I've lost with just replacing the muffler. Okay, so I think this is gonna wrap up the first video. That's the main stuff. I'm going to, well, I still have to drive it actually, so. I'm gonna let the car warm up for a minute, and then I'm going to get it out on the road, and then I will record. I'm just gonna use my phone right now, so you guys can have an idea. I do have the JDL single exit axle back, so it is a little rumblier than the stock exhaust. You can see here I have the seat bottoms back in, but the trunk's open. I'm gonna unplug that for now. All right, I'm just in my neighborhood going about 25. There's a rattle in the trunk, but I haven't got back there yet. I don't hear any rattles. Yeah, that's all coming from the trunk. There's a cop. Oh, someone crashed. Oh wow, there's another one. It's a good thing I unplugged my radar detector. It probably would have been popping off right now. Well, if they had their radars on. Yeah, I'm almost positive it's quieter. I'll talk, this is how I talk normal voice, how I was talking in the garage, just so you have kind of something to compare it to. So this is just normal voice level conversation volume of my voice. I don't hear any rattles coming from the areas I worked on, at least, so that's good. But yeah, I think this has been successful. I'm happy with the outcome. If you've got a spare weekend, it's definitely worth it. If you don't like, you know, the ride to be as harsh, you can still hear the exhaust. Engine sounds good. The ASC is off, so that's not going. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.